Singapore, Asia's Lion City, home to more than 5 million people. This tropical island city-state boasts one of the most robust economies in the world, with a rags-to-riches story the envy of countries the world over. Starting out as a small trading port, Asia's little red dot has grown into the giant it is today, through its own tumultuous history with figures such as Stamford Raffles and Lee Kuan Yew trailblazing the way for this country to become a city of the future. A place where everywhere is clean, selling gum could land you in jail, and the airport has the largest indoor waterfall in the world. Words can't do this dynamic city justice, which is why I want to show it to you all instead. Welcome to Singapore. Okay, gotta scoot a little bit to the left. Hopefully I'm in focus right now. Yes. Okay. Hi! Welcome back to another vlog series, friends. As you can probably tell from the start of this vlog series, this is gonna be a little different from what I've done before. This is gonna be very different from my Cebu vlogs, from my LA vlogs, because I decided to upgrade my equipment and upgrade my software. So hopefully this is a lot better. But yes, I'm very excited because today we are heading to Singapore. That is right, we are headed to Singapore. So now it is currently 2 o'clock in the morning. I know it looks bright, but that's just the lighting of my room. And in 3.5 hours, we are going to be headed on a plane from the Philippines all the way to Singapore. As you could tell from the start of this video, I just finished packing. You can't see my suitcase, but rest assured, it's over here. So yeah, we were leaving in just a few hours. It is currently Saturday, December 17th. I'm actually very, very excited for this. I think the last time I was in Singapore was maybe like 10 years ago. And I remember I was just there for a weekend, and all I did was I went to Universal and I went to Marina Bay Sands, and I never really and this is probably gonna be my 4th time going to Singapore, and I never really had the chance to like explore the other districts of Singapore. So I'm excited to do that on this trip. This trip is gonna last for 6 whole days, so 5 nights, 6 days. We have basically 4 whole days in Singapore. We arrive at 9 a.m. on the first day and leave at 7:40 p.m. on the last day, something like that. So essentially, we have 6 whole days to explore this country. And as I said, I'm so excited. I have not been here in a while. Like, it's been a hot minute. And usually before I go on a trip, I usually talk and tell my friends about it, my family about it. And they all act excited for me, obviously, because I'm exploring a new place and everything like that. But when I told people that I was going to Singapore, especially for the length of stay that I'm going for, they all had the same questions. Why are you going there for 6 days? Usually people only spend like 2 to 3 days there. And the other comment I would get is, it's so expensive, you're just gonna drain all your money going there. So because those are the comments I kept on getting, I want this video to serve as a challenge. A challenge for me to prove to you guys that 1, the amount of stuff to do here in Singapore that is quote unquote worth it can actually merit you spending more than 2 to 3 days exploring this country. And secondly, that Singapore can actually be kind of affordable if you know what you're doing. And I'm gonna prove that to you by giving myself a $100 budget all 6 days of my trip, and we're gonna see if we can do all the big tourist attractions, eat all the good food, and sleep in all the good places for $100 or less a day. Now, take note, that's not US dollars, that is Singapore dollars, just clarifying that. But yeah, so we're gonna have a $100 limit on every single day, and we're gonna see if we go over the limit or if we're under the limit for every single day. I really am so excited to go on this trip. I'm so excited to explore the culture, like to know more about like the Peranakan. Am I even pronouncing that right? Peranakan? you know, I'm gonna look this up. So apparently it's Peranakan, so I have been pronouncing it wrong this entire time. And I'm very excited to experience the hawker center culture because, you know, hawker centers are like one of the things that Singapore is known for. And here's another thing that I want to do before we get into the actual vlogs. I'm going to guess what I think the top 5 experiences in Singapore are gonna be. And let's see at the end of this entire trip if the top 5 things I picked really are the top 5 best things to do in Singapore. In my opinion, okay, this is in my opinion. So I think the top 5 are gonna be number 5 being the National Gallery, number 4 being Changi Airport and the Jewel, number 3 being the Singapore Botanical Gardens, number 2 being the Night Safari, and number 1 being Gardens by the Bay. So without further ado, let's get these vlogs started. One thing that I forgot to mention is that it's supposed to be very rainy when we're in Singapore. Like, it's supposed to rain literally all 6 days that we're there actually. So I don't know how I'm gonna operate like that. I'll probably just use my GoPro if it rains, which means the camera quality is not gonna be as good as like if I use my SLR, I mean my mirrorless camera. And I also can't use the microphones, so the mic's probably not gonna be as good, the audio is not gonna be as good. But I will still get that content to you guys as much as possible. So without further ado, let's go. Hello, I'm at Ninoy Aquino International Airport. It is Saturday the 17th of December at 7:50 in the morning, and I have something to tell you guys. I missed my flight. Straight up, just did not make it. So it's been a whirlwind of trying to get my bag, trying to find a way to rebook my tickets. It's been a day. It's only 7, it's not even 8 a.m. and it's been a day. I'm kind of tired and kind of hungry, and I was able to rebook my flight though. That's the good news, but I have to reshuffle the itinerary a little bit, so we're gonna be doing something different today. But yeah, so far so, I mean, not so far so good. It's kind of sucked, but since we got left behind, so far it's been okay. Like I said, I already have a new flight, so that's good. Yeah, I think we're just gonna try to get our bags, and yeah, so very exciting day. Regardless of all the stuff that's happened, but what can you do? Sometimes, you know, Murphy's Law, whatever can go wrong does go wrong, and you just gotta adjust. You just gotta like be quick on your feet. You gotta be able to pivot. You gotta be able to make decisions in like that. So yeah, so I'm gonna be done talking. We're gonna try to get my bags now. So we made it, guys. We actually made it. Our flight leaves at 12:15 and it is currently 11:11. We're here at the departure area. Boarding is in 19 minutes, I think. No, I know it's 19 minutes. And we had a really long day today, and it's only been it's not even noon. But for today, we were supposed to go to the Southern Ridges and to Sentosa, but we're gonna move that to the last day. So for today, we're gonna go to the Jewel, which honestly is one of the things I'm most excited about because I keep seeing pictures of it and it looks so good. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for 11:30. Yeah. So just so you guys know, when you're going to Singapore, you basically only need two things basically. First is the SG arrival card, which is like this online form that you fill out where it asks for your voyage number, your flight info, your passport, stuff like that. And the second one is your your vaccine card. Yeah, they're gonna ask for your vaccine card, but they're gonna ask for it in Singapore. So yeah, just have that on hand. And yeah, so it should be pretty easy. I mean, it took like 5 minutes to fill out the SG arrival card. So it's really, really simple. Just beware that there are some websites that will try to charge you for it. Just remember that it's supposed to be free. So yeah, so I'm very, very excited for this trip, even with our debacle from earlier today. But I'm really excited. Like, I'm so excited because I have not been to Singapore in literally 12 years. I think it's been 10 or 12 years. So it's been a while, and I'm very, very excited to be back. It's gonna be very, very fun, and we're gonna be doing so many different things. I get to show you so many different things, which is the best part. Let's go back to the gate because I think what time is it? Boarding is in like 15-ish minutes. So yeah, let's go.
Remove sharp objects from your body. To don, keep the bag over the bag. Welcome to Changi International Airport, Singapore.
We have arrived after 10 hours of like waiting and lining up and rebooking and like all that hassle. We finally made it. First order of business is to get the bags, then get the SIM cards, then go to the jewel. So let's go. That's where we're trying to go right now. We're gonna try to go there. This walkway is like really nice. Like, look at that. The carpet is so nice. It just gives off aesthetic. And this is supposed to be the worst terminal already. Like, this is supposed to be like the worst among all of them. So we're going through immigration now. I'll update you guys with like how it goes and everything like that. But it should be pretty straightforward. So yeah, let's go. So immigration was actually really easy. They literally just got my passport. They didn't even ask for my Vax card, which was weird, but you know, I'm not gonna complain or anything. So now I'm gonna go get my bag and make my way out of here, hopefully. So I thought I'd update you guys on what exactly happened the last hour. My bag got left behind in Manila, so that's not fun. So now instead of going to the jewel like we planned, we gotta go back to the hotel and buy me some clothes for tomorrow, because the bag's gonna arrive either late tonight or early tomorrow. I have no idea when exactly, but this has been one crazy adventure of a day and it's not over yet, so yeah. Hey everyone, so it's actually been like a week and a half or maybe almost 2 weeks since I was in Singapore, and I realized I never filmed a proper outro for this video, and I didn't for a lot of reasons. The main one being that I was too stressed and too worried about my bag situation to like concentrate on like vlogging. So I remember after I recorded that last clip that you just saw, I just put the camera equipment away and was just like distracted the entire time, because I was like really worried that I would never see my bag again. But basically after that moment when I told you guys that I lost my bag, I had to fill out a bunch of forms in this office, and then they told me I would get it within like 24 hours hopefully. And then after that we went to the hostel that we were gonna stay at, which is called the Wink Hostel, and I'd actually recommend it. It's actually a pretty nice, I mean, it's not the nicest place to sleep in the entire world, you know, the paint's chipping, all of that, but you know, it's pretty decent for the price you get. But of course, like for the same price in like, you know, Vietnam or Thailand or whatever, you could get it for a lot cheaper. But that's fine, you know, it was a good place to rest at night, and we were only gonna be there at night and like in the morning anyway, so it didn't really matter. So we took a Grab to the hostel, which is in Chinatown. Then after dropping our bags, I had to buy clothes for the next day, right? So we took the subway from Chinatown station. We bought our subway cards, all of that, we loaded them, and then we headed to the Suntec City Mall in Orchard Road, because that was one of the places I knew for sure based on my Google search earlier that had a Uniqlo. And my go-to clothing place is Uniqlo. They're very reliable, you know, the quality is really high and everything, and they're Japanese, so you know that the quality is like really good. We went to Uniqlo. We got lost in the mall. It's like a maze of a mall. It's huge. I had no idea where I was going. But we eventually found the Uniqlo. I bought clothes for 2 days just in case my bag didn't arrive the next day. and then we ate at Shake Shack, and then afterwards we just went home and called it a day. It was a very, very stressful and a very, very like nerve-wracking day. I think I told people this, that it's probably the worst travel day I've ever experienced in my entire life. Literally everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Like, my friend arrived late. He forgot to pay his travel tax. Immigration took so long. Security took so long. We missed our flight. To rebook took us an hour and a half. To rebook the other ticket took us another hour and a half. Our bags, which were supposed to come out after 2 hours, came out after 4 hours. And then finally, the cherry on top, as I said, is I lost my bag. So without a doubt, the worst travel day I've ever had. But the good news is that bad karma of that day kind of evened out the good karma that we were gonna get the days after, because the days after were just amazing. We had the best time. We were going everywhere, we were doing everything, and the best part was it was supposed to be rainy season, but the rain only really like poured on us twice, and it wasn't that strong both times. So I felt very, very lucky that even though I had this really bad experience, that I still was able to have a really great trip and make some really cool vlogs for you guys, which are gonna come out in the next couple of weeks, so I hope you stay tuned for that. But yeah, the next video you're gonna see my first impressions of Singapore. We're gonna be doing Tiong Bahru, Chinatown, and Gardens by the Bay, so watch out for that. It's gonna be amazing. But yes, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, click the subscribe button and the like button down there. My last videos are somewhere on the screen. I don't know where I'm gonna put them. I'm not sure. Follow me on all my social media, link down below. That is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Visit my website at passportperspective.com. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. See ya!